an Arizona Lotus Corporation radio station. Stream us on your cell, laptop, desktop, or tablet at KFMA.com. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, August 7th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning in to the show. Another show continues. We've got jam-packed guests coming into the studio all week long. Very excited about that. We have tickets to give away for Incubus as we inch towards their arrival to the TCC, along with Bad Flower and Paris Jackson. I'm so excited about that show. So around 8 o'clock this morning, we'll give away tickets for Incubus today and so much more. This weekend, it was a good weekend. You have a good weekend here?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, busy the weekend, chill weekend. On Saturday, I think nobody had a better weekend than the Paul brothers.
Ooh,
yeah,
boy.
so I'm talking about Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Now, full disclosure, I'm watching these kids. I've been doing this radio game for long enough that I've been doing it since before they started doing YouTube, right?
You were there since Vine days.
Well, yeah, in a way. I do recall Vine, but I do recall their, reading headlines of exploits of Jake Paul's wild mansion parties and annoying neighbors. Oh, yeah. There was a time where my daughter was caught up in the Paul hysteria, meaning that, there was a season where every little girl in America wanted Jake Paul or Logan Paul merch, right? So these kids were always about, marketing and, branding. And they, at a very early age, you've been doing this at a successful level. And they started with 7-year-olds, and you would never assumed that if you fast forward like 10 years, that they would be a part of two of the biggest sporting events in one day over a weekend and literally have millions of people have eyes on them in the mainstream. Like the Paul brothers took over. Now, of course, Jake Paul fought Nate Diaz on Saturday night, and Jake Paul actually won that fight by decision. It was a boxing match. It wasn't too much of a surprise. In fact, Drake lost $250,000 betting on Nate Diaz, but he would have won $1 million if he won, if Nate Diaz would have won, because Nate Diaz was a 4-1 underdog, meaning that they knew the odds makers, who are seldomly wrong. They knew that the boxer and Jake Paul and his training and stuff would have outboxed Nate Diaz, who is essentially just a fighter and a scrapper, and wouldn't have got the points. So Nate Diaz was knocked down once during the fight. The fight did end, and by decision, unanimously, Jake Paul had his hand raised. Now, that was later on in the night, and that was in Texas. In fact, actually, it was such a success. It was the second highest recorded gate for combat sports event ever in Dallas. And it's only surpassed by UFC's last appearance in Dallas, UFC 277. It brought in over $4.5 million.
It surpassed a rodeo.
Yeah, it surpassed rodeo big time. So it surpassed, I think it surpassed over 3.1. No, it was something like that. I think it got 3.1 million at the gate, and then that's not even including the pay-per-view buys and the fact that it was carried now on ESPN Plus and whatever. It was big moves. Now, earlier in the evening, his brother Logan Paul opened up at SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, against Ricochet. So this is on the same day, Rico.
It's like they're competing.
It's like they're competing, but they're
Basically.
not. So, and then what Logan Paul did after he put on a fantastic match at SummerSlam, and Logan Paul, by the way, and wrestling fans know this, and they're blown away by this guy, and they're quickly becoming fans of this guy, as am I, as far as in the ring. And what this guy's been able to do, because we've seen growing up as wrestling fans, we've seen quote unquote celebrities or athletes come in and try to participate. And it's always kind of like janky is the best way to say it. It's not fluid. It doesn't,
It seems forced.
100%. The only other, the closest best professional athlete turned wrestler for one night only was Floyd Mayweather when he fought the Big Show, and that's because they put that together
that
so
got
well.
memory hold. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that was a fun match. That was a fun match, but no one walked away being like, Floyd could be a professional wrestler.
That was fun.
With Logan Paul, all wrestling fans, as soon as he leaves that ring, is like, that guy's a effing professional wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's that good. There's no botches.
Now, does he play the heel type character?
100%.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he's a heel. He's a fantastic natural heel.
Mm-hmm.
And he just does a great job. So he was bestowed the honor to open up SummerSlam, which is a big deal, right? So when it comes to WrestleMania pay-per-views or PLEs, if you have it, the way that they book it is they put the best match on first and they put the best match on last, right?
Yep.
That's how you book this. So they put their most high profile match on first, and that was Logan Paul and Ricochet, and they tore the house down. And then immediately after, Logan Paul doesn't even change out of his tights. He gets in his car. They drive to the private jet. And then he flies to Dallas to be ringside with his brother, still in his WWE gear.
Wow.
And then his brother beats a UFC legend in Nate Diaz while generating tons of income. So Logan Paul won earlier in the night, and Jake Paul won earlier in the night. And the Paul brothers, as a unit, as this media conglomerate, got a huge W this weekend. It's impressive to see. It really is.
Yeah, love or hate, you got to respect.
You got to respect what they were able to do, and considering that, you see Jake Paul in particular, is kind of, he was running his career down. He was just this, kind of entitled YouTube brat, and then decided he needed something more in his life, so he took up the challenge in boxing. And say what you will about celebrity boxing, which he has had some cush fights. But he has had some challenges. But to be a professional boxer and to dedicate yourself to the craft and the training of it, it is not.
There's no faking it.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. It's like you either want it and you got to go in 110%. And he went in 110%, and he's trying to become a legitimate boxer, and he's done enough to at least he deserves some respect in that manner. And
for sure. And you got to realize too, over the past, like you said, 10 years, whatever their whole exposure past has been, they have dealt with haters all the time. People that said they can't do XYZ, and they say, watch me.
Right. Well, I mean, keep in mind, Jake Paul, he was a Disney kid, right? He was on the Disney Channel until he got fired based off controversy and the way that he was doing partying too much.
Right.
So that was his low. Logan Paul was a YouTuber and was very famous and notorious, but essentially got canceled when he filmed a video in Japan's suicide forest.
Yep.
Right. And so his career could have been done easily. And both these guys resoundingly just came back, and now they're bigger than ever. And I can't hate on that. I could still not like the Paul brothers, personally, but what they're able to accomplish and continue to accomplish is astounding. And this weekend belonged to them. So kudos.
The way that you're describing this arc too makes me laugh. It's like 10 years ago, like nobody, annoying YouTuber type Vine people.
Yeah.
Now professional athletes. I'm like looking forward to the next 10 years. It might be like they're leading the charge against the alien battles.
Who knows, man? I'm not counting them out. We're betting against them at this point. So far, they've been racking up dubs, and it's been quite impressive to see. And this Saturday, I spent all Saturday night watching two douche brothers from Ohio. Go figure. All right, let's get this show moving. We got your morning moron coming up next, and so much more. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Starting things off with a band that's going to headline the Dusk Festival on November 11th. Yeah, you know it. It's 311. Here's Down on Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. Get your ass in that seat, Valdez. Get your ass in that seat, Valdez.
Get your ass in that seat, Valdez.
Get your ass in that seat, Valdez.
Ass.
I'm trying to do a professional podcast broadcast stream here.
Sorry. And everybody hit that judge button.
Yeah.
Judge me.
Exactly. And then we have Max from Tucson Foodie coming in a little bit. Chase is Jonah. He's gonna eventually get his ass whooped. Jake Paul did get his ass whooped by Tyson Fury, and or is it Tyson Fury? No, Tyson
British
Fury's,
guy.
Yes, but no, his younger brother Tommy Fury, beat his ass, and you guys have been obviously not following any of that, and that's fine.
Nope.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're live on a podcast broadcast. Valdez, say it for the people.
I'm Valdez.
That's right. I'm Valdez joining us on the podcast
good.
broadcast. We're also going to have Max from Tucson Foodie joining us. Your TMI Top 5 is coming up next, plus your single song takeover. So many reasons to stick around. So keep it right here. TMI Top 5 is coming up after Disturbed's Hey You. We'll keep the conversation moving. YouTube.com/BeefVegan. Join us there and make sure you comment along. Let's go. Boop. What did you guys booping each other for?
Why not?
All right.
You jealous? You don't get the boops?
No, but I need a legitimate reason why you're booping each other.
Does there have to be?
Okay.
It's been a while since we hung out.
We haven't booped.
Yeah, you guys haven't booped in a while, which is good. And yes, we got Rico here on a Monday. My brain's still wired to have Weirdo on a Monday. But yeah, switching things up because yeah, go ahead, bring Max in. All right. And then we're getting Max situated as well. So here's what we're going to do. I got to get Max situated, and we have our morning moron that I'll play for you real quick. And Max will be joining us from Tucson Foodie as well. Good morning, Max.
All right.
So in case you missed today's morning moron, I'm on a little something like this. I'm stoked about Dusk this year. You can go to KFMA.com to get more information about Dusk Music Festival and the headliners 311. Welcome back. It is now 6:15 and time for your morning moron. Let's do this. Rico, now you've heard me say before that you should never F with fast food workers. But nice to meet you, because that fast food workers.
Like Tucson Foodie just constantly has a stream of new people. We're just like, oh, cool.
Yeah. I don't care about their job. It's someone who's working fast food chain, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, which fast food chain workers would you be most intimidated by? If they were to say like, Arizona F customer service, I'm just going to beat your ass.
Sign up on?
Probably Wendy's.
Yeah, and then password.
I don't know.
Wendy's,
That's a curveball, but I think that,
Yeah, well, Wendy's, it's not the restaurant that I'm referring to in today's morning moron. There's a new lawsuit accusing employees at Popeyes in Atlanta of attacking a woman in the drive-thru after she attempted to have her order corrected. This is the one thing you don't do at Popeyes in Atlanta. Say, excuse me, yeah, I said small, not large. What'd you say, bitch? Whoa. What happened to the customer? There's always right. I'm just imagining her just getting popped for every question. Yeah. So her name is Denitra Dawson, and she attempted to fix an incorrect order. And employees allegedly attacked her, pulling out a chunk of her hair and leaving her bruised. Now, according to this lawsuit on Friday, Dawson said in the lawsuit that she tried to have her order fixed. Words were exchanged for the employee's attack, just straight up jumping out the window. Now, the law firm who's attached to this and working the case told a news outlet that one employee physically opens Dawson's passenger door, enters the vehicle, and then straight begins whooping her ass. Right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Now, Dawson said 3 employees were involved in the attack. So it wasn't just
3 of them?
Yeah, dude.
It sounds personal.
Oh, my God. It's not like one person having a bad day who's on parole. No, it's the entire shift. Who's just like, what are we doing right now? Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We put down the apron.
I mean, honestly, that's good team building right there. Anyways.
It is.
Now, it gets worse. Now, the 3 employees were involved in the attack, and the only way that she could stop them was by pulling out a gun. So Dawson had a gun and was like, I'm going to shoot you, Popeye bitches. Now, she called the police after the incident. Popeye said in a statement that it has absolutely no tolerance for violence of any kind. Especially 3-on-1 violence. And they're like, oh, that's a good policy there, Popeyes. Now, true fried chicken connoisseurs know that they take risk, or the risk they take when they turn into a Popeyes drive-thru. So you know this, and you're either going to get some of the best yardbird ever, or you might get caught getting your weave ripped out. So you got to take your chance. But for that reason, Dawson, just trying to politely correct an order, or maybe even impolitely, didn't deserve to get jumped by the entire night shift at Popeyes.
Oh, the customer is always right? I thought you said the customer you always fight.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's what it was, Rico. They just misheard.
They misheard.
Yeah. But for that reason, their lack of good hearing and their ability to bond together and beating a customer's ass makes the entire night shift at Popeyes today's morning moron. All right, we got Max set up in record time here. Good morning, Max.
Hey, good.
Yeah,
how are you?
Good. It's Max for Tucson Foodie. We're gonna get to know him, and he's gonna give us a rundown on this week in food. on this Monday morning. Welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA. And we are live on the podcast broadcast. So many things to get to, including viral videos and other topics I want to bring up. But we got Valdez and Max from Tucson Foodie hanging out with us, along as well as Rico. Before we get into any of this, I got your top 5 headlines I got to break down for you. The not news, TMI top 5. Let's get right into it. First and foremost, nobody hit the Mega Millions on Friday.
What?
Yes. So Tuesday's jackpot is estimated to be a record 1.55 billion with a B dollars. So I would think almost, usually it's like 50% tax, but I think this might be the first Mega Millions winner who will actually walk away with being a billionaire after taxes. Because, you would assume it's fair if the government takes 550 million off the top. Be like, that's a deal, right? Now, if you take lump sum, I think you're only left with like $3 million. So go for the annual payout. You get over $1 billion if you hit it. So I know.
Do you think Jeff Bezos delivers the check to you?
Right? The Billionaires Club?
Yeah.
You think it's either him or Zuck?
Zuck, one of the guys.
I have a feeling a rocket pack is involved.
No, you don't even need
to jump you in.
Yeah, I would immediately buy a rocket pack too if I got $1 billion for sure.
Oh, everyone from Beef Vegan Show, we should all put in $10 and buy tickets, because then
that's the sure way to win.
Yeah, no, that's a sure way to hate each other. There's no way.
Because there's only so much money you need.
First off, I don't trust splitting $1 billion with you, Valdez. I'm pretty sure you would murder me, just to get a bigger share.
Excuse me, I have enough money to have you murdered.
Well, exactly. Even more reason. But either way,
Got a Starbucks gift card and $20. I can make things happen.
Yeah. Go out and pay your idiot tax and buy that Mega Millions, because eventually Tucson's going to win something, right?
We have to.
Yeah. All right. There's a new trend, and this trend is Gen Alpha. Okay. Generation Alpha. And those are kids born in the early 2010s. Now, Gen Zers are already not getting their jokes and make them feel old and out of touch. So Gen Alpha tells terrible jokes, and they're claiming the Alpha name. And my Alpha friend Rico is offended by this.
Very offended.
Yeah, because they didn't earn that Alpha name. In fact, actually, I'm pretty sure I could beat up a 17-year-old. Actually, I take that back. They got great cardio. They would. If I don't knock them out in the first 30 seconds, it's game over.
These kids are CrossFitting these days.
So Gen Alpha is that next generation. All right. A 54-year-old guy in Oklahoma is facing serious charges after stabbing a guy through the head with a flagpole outside of a Sonic last Wednesday.
Holy hell.
Yeah, that's a lot of words in that headline, right? Now, the guy survived, which is crazy, but he might lose an eye. The flagpole literally went through this guy's head. There's pictures of it you can see online. We'll show it on the podcast broadcast. But they were able to, keep him alive, even with the flagpole. Now, the police say the American flag was still attached to the pole when it happened. So this guy is the most patriotic dude you've ever met in your life, Wait a minute, were they setting it up and it was like a Three Stooges scenario, or did this vato was like, I hate you, and he just stabbed him with the flag? Yeah, he said, I hate you, and he used the American flag as a weapon, J6 style, stabbed him through the head, and sorry, I brought up J6 already, right? Too soon. And and the guy survived. So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. And again, most patriotic dude you're ever gonna meet. All right. Rumor has it Wendy's is about to announce a pumpkin spice frosty. Max, have you heard anything about this?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, you have.
You're going to hear all about it, dude. I mean, basic bees from all over the country are going to line around the block for a pumpkin spice frosty. Now, this is just rumor, but they should announce it here pretty soon if that's going to be the case.
Is it already time for pumpkin spice?
No, it shouldn't be.
It doesn't feel like it yet.
Still summer.
I know.
The weather is far from frightful right now. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're absolutely right. And especially in Arizona, but they keep moving the goalposts, man. So pumpkin spice season only it lasts from February 1st to I think December 31st. I think that's the season. So 1 month off. But yeah, the pumpkin spice frosty should be coming. And honestly, I'm not a fan of pumpkin spice, but I'm a fan of frosties. So I'd go for it.
I can't judge too harshly. I got super excited when they did the churro dipped cones at DQ.
Oh yes.
Game over.
I just
Sounds
get excited every time you say anything like Spanish flavored food because you put so much flair and style on it. I mean, you say it the proper way, but it still impresses me every time you do.
Thank you.
I never heard anyone say churro like that. Say it again.
Churro.
Churro.
God, it was so delicious.
How many
too.
R's are in churro?
The way I say it, there's like 7.
Yeah, there is. All right, and final headline in your TMI top 5. This is a crazy story, but 57 triathletes got diarrhea after triathlon championship in England. Now, the race included an ocean swim, and they say that the water may have been filled with raw sewage, which is disgusting. But on the bright side, it was easy to follow where those 57 triathletes are running to.
Tracked them real easy like.
It was like real-time GPS lines, right? All right, so that's your TMI top 5. We're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast at youtube.com/beefvegan. Or keep it right here. We'll have more with Max from Tucson Foodie giving you a rundown what we're going to eat this week. Clear. Oh, yeah, by the way, story. Max, figure out what we're going to eat this week. Yeah. I know.
Oh, God. Panic. TucsonFoodie.com. Yeah.
He's all, speaking of swimming through sewage, he's like, so now aprieta.
I know.
Really pumpkin spicy diarrhea.
Pumpkin spicy diarrhea.
God awful.
Let's see. Manny said 1.55 billion, and I only get 687.33 million.
Yeah, that's not enough, Manny. Close to being enough.
Isn't that crazy though? If that's how much the actual tax would be, depending on the state who wins it, though. I
felt that pain when I won that mini jackpot at the casino 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I got that dose of reality. I've always wondered about how that feels when you win a lump sum. It was like $3,000, $3,500.
Yeah, how much tax did they take out?
8. What is the percentage? I can get this way off. It was like at least $500, $400, something like that.
Ooh, yeah, that still hurts though because
it still
does
because you're excited. Then you're like, oh yeah, that's right. And they give you the option. Do you want to do the payout, fully right now? I'm like, just do it now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll spend it and regret it, and then all that stuff. So.
My bad, Manny. Apparently, I was reading that out of context, but that's all right. We'll see. I'm going to do it again. I effed up because I feel like if you're going to play the lottery at all, and you're going to play it over your lifetime, you should just stick with the same numbers over and over again for probability, and I've come across stories before of people who won the lottery and won a couple times just because they stick to the same numbers. Mm-hmm. What's your strategy when picking out lottery numbers, though? Do you have one?
69, 420, 69, 420.
Okay.
No, but imagine sticking with your numbers all your life, and the one time you switch it, that's when it wins.
Yeah,
I'd become the crazy person in the corner.
I feel like I've done that. I feel like I've had numbers picked out that one, but I did not play those numbers at the time. Mm-hmm. I could be way off though. Do you have a strategy when you pick numbers, Valdez?
I'm lazy. I just do quick pick.
Yeah. See,
let the computer do it.
Look,
I imagine the winning numbers are in there somewhere.
I'm a conspiracy theorist at heart, and I really feel like the numbers are skewed so a quick pick doesn't win. I mean, honestly, I really feel like a lot of times that the system has their magnetic balls. You think Magneto, right? In a Speedo. So essentially, I needed to rhyme on that. But basically, the number combination that wasn't picked, they'll make sure that comes up and really just bait us to buy more tickets because there are jackpot chasers. Essentially, there's a lot of people that don't buy lottery tickets until it's a stupid amount of money. And they know that, so they get all that money.
I'm still conspiracy theorist in the casino, man. I still have that thing where I sit at the machine doing the slot machine, thinking that the guy watching the camera is like, that guy seems cool today. He seems like he's really nice. I'm trying to say hi to everybody and be cool.
He needs a win.
He needs a win.
Yeah. You're not wrong to a certain extent. I think the video poker machines. I feel like the video poker machines for sure are set up to where they could flip a switch and make them hot. And I know this because my mom had a furniture builder that would build her craps tables and blackjack tables. In fact, a lot of the tables that you see in Las Vegas and around the casinos here in Arizona were built by this guy in Mexico, right? He's well-known, well-renowned, and they like him a lot. When he goes to the casino in Yuma, this guy fucking hits royal flushes on video pokers like you're going out of style.
Wow.
He showed me a shoebox of all the Polaroids because when you win the jackpot, you get a Polaroid taken by the casino that they give you. And he showed me a shoebox of all the different jackpots he has won from this.
Jeez.
And he showed me his system, which again, it made no sense. It was to slow it down. Yeah, I'll give you the system. So maybe you could try to use this next time you play video poker. When you go to a video poker machine, you're sitting down, usually it's a bar or something. Look at the various games. They have all these different types of games that they'll do, right? Look at which game was using max bet, right? And now the theory is that somebody was pumping in max bet there, right? So essentially building up the chances and odds of a payout. But you're hoping that they were just losing. They're just going max bet, max bet,
Right.
max bet.
They must have lost.
Right. So then he would go do one below max bet. And then when he would do the video poker, it would be 5 cards, pop up on the screen. You hold 2 or 3, and then you draw. He would slow down his method. Like he would slow it down, basically try to throw the machine out of sync. Right. So not do it all fast. Because a lot of players, when they play video poker or slot machines in general, it's burn and turn. Boop,
Right.
boop, 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 boop. So he's just like, go slow.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like a timer thing. And
Weird.
as weird as it sounds, like I said, the proof is in the pudding. This guy hits. But at the same time, he's hitting at casinos that he has done business with, and casinos where they actually like him and they owe him. And I do feel like there's a switch behind the bar. We're just like, up, time to give this guy Royal Flush.
It sounds a little Ocean's 11.
Yes. Well, all casinos are in a way. I mean, you can't necessarily trust them. They are designed specifically for you to lose money, but make you feel like you're going to win at any given time.
That's the one phrase that always rings true no matter what, and still pisses me off is the house always wins.
Yeah.
It's like, you're right, but I hate it.
I know.
Except for blackjack, then we break your kneecap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
the hospital wins.
Yeah.
Blackjack is a game where you're not allowed to count, right? Like I count the cards, and that should be legal, because if you have the ability to be able to keep track, then you should be able to do it. But if they catch you keeping track, they can, and they have the right to just boot you from the casino, which is unfair.
There's that movie about it, isn't it?
Rain
I
Man?
think it's
21.
called 21.
Rain Man.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's true. And that's why you see a lot of these casinos now, they'll have these automatic shufflers that will literally shuffle after every hand. So you could get technically the same card twice in a row, the exact same card, not just like a duplicate of that card, because they'll put it in the machine and shuffling through. And that way you can't count. It's always constantly doing it. But that's why when I go to the casino, I look for handheld dealers, right? If they got 2 to 4 decks, 6 decks, and if they have like a little side thing and then they have to deal out of the shoe, then I'm all about that, as long as there's not an automatic shuffle.
I love blackjack, but I think like here in the Indian gaming, like people take it way too seriously.
Why?
Like they get so infuriated, because like in Vegas, I'll do the jackassery that I do.
Yeah.
Like I'll get 2 kings, I'm like, split it, and like,
oh, I would punch you in the face.
Dude,
I would punch you in the fucking face so fast. You don't do that.
You don't do it.
I do it because it's fun, and gambled with rich dudes from like Knoxville, and they're having that time of their life.
They don't care about money. They're like,
they're watching this fat guy win. But here in Tucson, man, people just lose their shit.
Yeah, I mean, first off, you got to assume that most people there aren't rich people, and they're all there just trying to pay their bills. And then you come in like this dark cloud.
Wrong way to
First
pay
off,
bills, man. Like
there's a shadow looming in front of you.
your life if you're like, I'm gonna go to casino and get the rent money. You're like, yeah, good luck with that, bro.
Hey, man, when in times of recession, both bars and casinos thrive and their business goes up, and that's because when times are more difficult, you either try to drink the pain away, or you get desperate and try to win yourself the way through your bad luck, right? And that's just how it is. And like I said, you cast a shadow. You're like a fucking eclipse,
dude. That's like
bad
trying
luck.
to heal a gunshot wound by shooting it more. If I put more bullets, it's gonna heal.
Look, I'm building up a tolerance. Okay.
Yeah,
exactly.
We got about 15 seconds for get on the air, and
let's just start a casino podcast. Call it Hot Slots.
I'm ready for it. Hot slots, yeah. Hot loose slots.
Hot loose slots.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. That's 311 with Love Song. We're cranking up to 311 because we are inching towards the big Dusk Music Festival this year. This year, bigger than ever. And the lineup stacked 2 days, but on day 2, November 11th, 311 is going to be the headliner, along with, like I said, a jam-packed lineup of electric DJs, indie, alternative, rock. You got it all. It's all covered in Dust Music Festival. Get more information at kfma.com. It's Monday, and I want to kick off the week right. So let's do a single song takeover, but I want to do your requests. And again, this is a reminder. 600 KFMA, 600-5362. This is a luxury that is not given to listeners of radio anywhere in the country, legitimately, right? You know, there's automated playlists and DJs aren't allowed to play the playlist. And a lot of times if you hear like a quote unquote request, it's basically kind of staged. But I'm going to give you an opportunity right now live on the air. If you can give me a request of something that's in the KFMA playlist, I will play it for you instantly right now. 600 KFMA, 600-5362. So what do you want to hear? You know, and again, the only caveat is that it has to be in the KFMA playlist to make it nice and easy for me to pull it up.
Max, if you could pick, what would you choose?
Oh man, no, I'm the wrong guy to ask.
More food than music?
He's like
The Cannibal Corpse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what would you choose, Valdez?
You already know, but we don't have it.
Okay. Oh, Maria Metalachi. Get off her nuts, dude.
No, bro. Andrew WK.
Oh, yeah. We already looked. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
Hey, Taco.
Taco, give me the request here.
Hey, you got any clutch, like 1001, 1011?
Binary code?
Clutch, I do not. Swing and a miss, Taco. All right, going to the next phone line. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
Karina.
All right, Selena, what do you want to hear this morning?
The new Falling in Reverse, Last Resort.
Oh, the cover of Last Resort, Falling in Reverse. I like that. It is very, you know, it's actually pretty pretty, actually. It is the best way to describe it. It's slowed down everything else. And that's an excellent request. And I have it for you, of course. So I'm going to play it for you right now. Thank you for it.
Yay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we'll turn it up, everybody. Here's your single song takeover by request. It's a cover of Papa Roach's Last Resort in a way that you would never even imagine. In fact, it's not a cover. They call it reimagined. Here's Falling Reverse's version of Last Resort. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Guys, sometimes words just trip all over me. Blah, blah, blah. All right.
Cut my life into pizza.
It's pretty much like that. Anthony's not a fan of that request. Hey, she got through first. What are you going to do? All right, we're going to get Max all set up, talk food right after we listen to Falling in Reverse. And earlier this morning, we had a pretty crazy F My Life. And in case you missed it, well, a little something like this. Check it out.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward.
It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These unfortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, and give us a call at 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362. And if Rico and I agree your life is F, we'll give you a verbal high five. How about that?
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know. I'll try to get some extra tickets to Incubus. I'm stoked about that show. But we'll be giving away tickets for that around 8 o'clock. Let's get right into our F My Life. So you ready, Rico?
Ready.
All right, first email sent to me by Kenneth. He said, once I was helping my wife bring in the groceries, she was able to carry 4 bags and a jug of milk. I was struggling with just 2 bags. Oh, little girly man. Is that F My Life, my buff friend?
Little stupid weak man. Yeah, F My Life. That's horrible.
All right, yeah. I'm going to say F My Life
Works
as well.
those forearms.
Yeah, dude. You got to start doing push-ups. In fact, actually, I didn't start it today, but this week with Weirdo and I, we're doing 100 days.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. You know what that is?
100 push-ups a day?
And
sit-ups?
No.
And pull-ups?
No.
Burpees?
No. Squats.
Oh.
So a show.
Get that nice Brazilian butt, huh?
A show. So for the 3 days that Weirdo's on, during every commercial break, we're going to drop down and do 10 push-ups and 10 squats. And there's 3 commercial breaks an hour. So we'll do 100 by the time the broadcast runs around. So 100 and 100 is what we're going to do. She's oddly motivating because she's a CrossFitter and won't shut the F up about it. So I got to start trying to get fit. Let's go to the phone and see what we got here. You ready?
Ready.
I get so easily distracted. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
Love your show. So you're basically going to be tapping out for the end of the show. We all know that already. All I have to say is just one thing, sir.
Okay, go for it.
I love you.
I love you too. And I will not tap out. I'll be able to hit the 100 push-ups and 100 squats before the podcast even begins. So, like I said, it's 30 an hour. I could do 30 an hour.
Your ass is going to be huge like in a few weeks.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
muscular. Won't fit through the door.
You know, I'm trying to build my sex appeal on both demos.
Hey.
All right, let's move this forward, okay? I have more emails to get to. All right, next email sent to me by Mandy. She said, today my boyfriend of 3 years announced that he's not ready for marriage and won't be for at least another 2 years. Of course, he waited to tell me this 2 days after he had proposed to me in front of hundreds of people. Oof. I said yes, and we announced it to our family members and friends. F my life, what do you say?
Yeah.
I say big baby, man, because guess what? Like, yeah, you got engaged, and it takes a while to get married. Stop rushing that. You know, 2 years after you get engaged, he still has the intent to get married, but it takes time. All right, should I answer the phone again?
Do it.
All right. Is it a love fest again? We'll see. Rock on 2.1. Who's this?
This is Frank.
All right, Frank. What can I do you for? You got enough my life?
Yeah, then I was gonna say something retarded. Oh yeah, geez. Oh God. Thank you. I was all worried about your nice tight butt back and forth instead of backwards.
Yeah.
But the point goes like this. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to say that either. I'm excited because I get to talk to you. The point of the matter is, okay, my mom stole my girlfriend. Moving in, I'm getting kicked out.
Whoa, what?
She stole your girlfriend?
True story.
What?
Yo,
no joke.
Yeah. So,
100%.
Yeah. We have to elaborate.
100%. I'll bring them down there, dude. Okay, so one day I got off work early. I'm a landscaper. Hold the truck up in front, right? What's my mom doing in my house? Oh, she might have brought some cookies or something nice. No, she was getting some cookies.
So she was in bed with your girlfriend when you came home?
On the couch.
On the couch, of course. Yeah,
there you go. That was the reimagination of
watching
Last Resort there by Falling in Reverse. Actually, excellent reimagination. Very slow. Kind of reminds me of The Sound of Silence. They basically pulled a page out of Disturbed's book and was like, let's make something very melodic and slow and operatic. Is operatic a word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is now.
Oh yeah.
Operatic.
Should be.
Symphonic.
Yeah. Now we have Max from Tucson Foodie in studio. Good morning, Max.
Good morning, you guys.
Now, Max, what exactly is your official role for Tucson Foodie?
As of recently, it's become the Tucson Foodie Guide Guy.
Oh, you're the guide guy.
I'm the guide guy.
So you're the guy that is guiding people to all different fun activities and festivities around town?
Exactly right. So I've been helping build we've got a new kind of interactive map and guide program on our website.
Yes, and you know what, dude? Kudos to that because
cool,
that
right?
thing is impressive. Absolutely. Yeah, it is interactive.
It's
it shows
helpful.
you the location. It's like Google Maps on steroids.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Trying to clean up the whole Google thing, you know?
Yeah, without getting into like the technicalities of it, how much of a pain in the ass was it to set something like that up?
You know, it's Monday, you know? It's about the equivalent.
Okay, all right. About the equivalent of a Monday. Nice. Well, since it is Monday and we're kicking off the week, that means we have a long week ahead of us and lots of activities and festivities happening around town. So what's some of the stuff that we can look forward to and maybe go out and experience?
Sure. So you guys know the Dirty Tea Tamarindo candy? You ever have the like kind of candies and stuff dipped in like chamoy and stuff?
Oh yeah.
With the Tana banana or Tana?
I mean, look at Valdez here, or Max, you know, like
you got the peach rings, you got all that stuff. So they are doing so well that they're opening a brick and mortar store this month.
Nice.
Yeah. They've got a grand opening coming August 20th, and they're going to sell all kinds of goodies, candies, snacks, and their marketing is, you know, it's fun to look at. So if you haven't seen their Instagram, definitely go check them out.
Okay, so they're showcasing all this different candy and fun stuff. Where's the brick and mortar at? Do you know?
That is a good question. I got it right here. I think it's a little bit closer on the east side. It's St. Mary's.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so that's going to be, they're having a giveaway. There's going to be a mariachi band at their grand opening. It's going to be great.
Hell yeah, that's what they need to do. Yes, make it a
Better
festivity.
be sweet, sour, and spicy, baby.
Yeah, I do love me some Mexican candy. There was a Mexican candy shop in a Tucson mall as well that I thoroughly enjoyed. I bought everyone for Christmas a Mexican candy, and I have a lot of gringos in my family, Valdez. So a lot of people didn't know what to expect. Yeah, well, a lot of times the reaction is like, "What the hell is this? What? I should stick this in my mouth?" Like, yeah, trust me, it's gonna be delicious. And after about 15 minutes of like hard negotiating, They try the candy and then they can't stop. You know, it's a once you pop, can't stop situation. Right?
You can't just have one.
You can't. They're addictive. All right, what else you got going on in the world of Tucson foodie here, Max?
Totally. So we've got a couple more events coming up. There was one about a month ago, but we've got another vegan night market coming up in September.
Yes, a shout out to Death-Free
Foodie, Hannah, our girl. You know?
Yes, what's great about this this vegan festival that she put together, the expectations were kind of low, right? The first one, they're like, yeah, maybe we'll get like 200 people or something. That would be great. An overwhelming success. How many people showed up to the first one? Do you know?
I mean, too many.
Yeah,
it was Coachella.
It was a good problem to have. But when I showed up like 15 minutes after the thing started, thinking we were going to ease in, I brought my dog. It's like, it's going to be fine. And it was swamped. There was a line down the block.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it turned into like a full-blown event. It's a community event. And of course, there was a lot of food, a lot of vendors, and it was all vegan themed. And people didn't expect that many people who would appreciate, vegan culture, vegan food, vegan art, so there was a lot more than you could even imagine. Of course, most people there aren't vegan. There's definitely people there that are and vegetarian, but I think there's people out there that, don't mind the idea of eating something delicious that doesn't have any animal products.
Vegan allies.
Yeah, vegan allies.
Yeah. Not vegan, but supportive.
Yeah.
This jerky is delicious, but I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I wear rainbow shirts for similar reasons.
Right. It's like, sure, I'll go one night without eating cheese. Yeah, might as well.
Well, I'll tell you, some of the vegan options at that thing, if I just handed it to you and had to say, eat this burrito, you would not know it was vegan.
Right. Yeah, I know.
It kind of creeps me out sometimes, but it's great.
Yeah, it's solid. Tamarico's like that, where it's like, oh man, this is the heartiest meal I've had, and there's no meat in it.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, my daughter's vegan as well, works at the vegan deli, and I get all these different pastries and chocolate chip cookies where I almost slap her because I don't believe that they're not vegan. You know what I mean?
Don't lie to me.
Yeah. It's like, there's no way. It's impossible. The one thing they can't master is the same thing that it's like one thing that AI can't master. AI can't master hands, and veganism can't master cheese.
Cheese is tough.
And I think that's the thing that in the future we'll be able to spot whether it's AI or if it's vegan based off of those two things. Look at the hands, look at the cheese. That's how you know if you're being duped. I just want to throw that out there.
This last time was so successful that we're going to have about double the amount of vendors and food trucks in that. So we're kind of partnering with the children's museum across the street.
Nice.
So we're expanding across the street to kind of use that whole yard and everything because we had so many people that we need more space. Yep. So here's a question for you guys though: is do we allow vendors who mostly sell meat and cheese products, so like non-vegan companies, but who want to come and sell vegan options, and they've got a vegan dish or two that they want to bring? Do we let them come? Do we encourage that sort of behavior, or if they're more meat heavy, do we not let them come?
I know what my answer would be. I feel like Hannah would say hard no. Because she's been living a vegan lifestyle for quite some time, and I learn a lot every time I talk to her. But I think that would be great. I think that would be, because again, like say me, I'm in a situation where my family members are vegan. I support them, right? And their choices, their life decisions. I don't necessarily
talk much, but it's fine.
I don't partake in veganism. So, I mean, I eat meals that don't have meat in them. And that's as far as it goes, but it's not my 100% lifestyle. But I would like to definitely take her there so she could eat something delicious and vegan, and I'll taste that. And if I'm craving some like good old fashioned protein, some death in between some bread, then
death inclusive foodie.
Tolerant. But
we just replace the word religion with food right now, and that's basically the same argument humanity has been having forever. So it's gonna be kind of hard.
I'll tell you where the problem is. The problem would be is if they are cooking it on site. If it's like barbecue, then you can't have the smell of flesh cooking in a vegan festival, right? It would have to kind of be like pre-made or something. You can't make it smell that way, because if it's in the air, that's enough to offend a pack of 1,000 vegans.
A vegan fight breaks out.
Yeah, they don't want to smell it.
That's okay. They're too depleted of protein to fight you anyways. They'll be like,
no, you just angered so many people right now.
That's not true. There's various beans. Yes, I was thinking beans. There's protein in beans. I'm sure. We're gonna continue to go down the list with Max from Tucson Foodie on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan.
Somebody's red in the face right now. Just
what are you saying?
All the blood. No, what he just said right now. They hate that argument. There is protein.
There is protein.
Lots of protein in beans. I'm so strong. Okay.
So mad they pass out.
Google the vegan bodybuilder guy. All right.
Is there a vegan bodybuilder guy?
Yeah, there's some impressive ones. Yeah.
Well,
but the amount of beans they must eat.
That's a lot.
I can't imagine.
And HGH is vegan as well. So let's not forget about that.
I eat Mexican hummus.
No, I eat hummus all day. All right. So what is
fried beans?
Hey. Nah. I like it. All right. What else you got going on in the world of the Tucson Foodie? What else is happening this week?
We've got a lot of new stuff opening up. And like I said, the way to keep track of all that is with our interactive guides, you know?
Yeah. How do I get to that guide on Tucson Foodie's website?
TucsonFoodie.com/guides. Super easy.
Okay.
You'll
so
see
I gotta
the
go
featured ones. And one of our featured ones is the hottest new restaurants of 2023. We designed it so that we can keep updating it all the time. So it's not just a static article saying like, here's the 5 places, but then that was written 14 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is just constantly updating all the time. So we're keeping everybody up to date with what's going on.
All right. So you say hottest new restaurants in Tucson. You want me to click on that?
Check that out.
Okay.
Boom.
So gotta click that out. Ooh.
Look at that map.
Oh, look at it swivel around.
Now, first off, what's this sandwich right here? To the left. Are you seeing this?
Ooh, the top one?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hang on. Mine just went away. Come back. Let's see where that's from.
It's not Fat Boy. What is it?
Fat Boy Sandos? Yeah. It's not.
That's a good question. I know Jackie Tran took this photo. I'm not sure where it's from. It's from one of these spots, though. So
okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So
if you guys go to the website, you'll find out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna scroll in, and I think it's actually Better Bevs. Better Bevs is that next one here. Let's say we'll click on here, whatever this is. And that says the coffee and kitchen. Let's see. I'm going to scroll in.
Off the top of your head right now, if we were to go out to lunch, where would you recommend as a good lunch special?
As a good lunch special, I've been going to Goodness Fresh over on Campbell and Grant. That's been super good. I know Aurelia's just opened. That's like a new little coffee spot, kind of more on the west side.
We just showed that, yeah.
We got invited recently to Mama Luisa's. You guys ever been to Mama Luisa's?
Oh yeah, Mama Luisa's chef Michael Elefante.
Exactly right. Yeah. Yo, that Italian food is ridiculous.
Yes,
it is so good. He brought out this thing of like loaded waffle fries in like a coffee can. And he dumped it upside down and he took the can off. And it just, it was the most ridiculous, decadent fry dump that you've ever seen.
What was the toppings? What was that?
I had spices and cheese and
baby's
veggies.
Tears.
Yes, baby's tears, the souls of the innocent. You know,
amazing.
I mean, it was ridiculous. We almost couldn't get through the rest, and then he just kept bringing food out. You know, pasta options. He's got sandwiches.
Wait, that was the appetizer.
That was the appetizer.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was big enough for a meal, and we had 6 people with us, and by the end we were all ready for a nap.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, easy.
Dang.
I will tell you this for Elefante's Mama Louise's the best spaghetti I've ever had in my life. As far as the homemade pasta there, the noodles there, what they did, and the sauce is fantastic. But best spaghetti I ever had in my life, hands down. Wow. And so Chef Michael Elefante has been doing big things for a while now.
A long time.
Yeah, you definitely got to check that place out.
So question for everybody: thick noodles or thin noodles? What do you like, angel hair or regular?
Depends on the cuisine surrounds it.
Yeah, it depends on the sauce, I think.
Yeah, man, that's the way it goes. But I will say with Elefantes, they're kind of almost fettuccine-like, you know. So they were a little thicker. It was just
that their staple like main red sauce pasta with the cheese on it. I think is kind of that linguine, that flat sort of pasta. But they've got this gnocchi, like that potato pasta, which
so
is
good.
Oh my god!
I need some of that.
I don't. Again, it's another one of those like I don't know what's in it, but I don't care. I'm just shoveling it.
Yeah.
Guaranteed delicious.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's. You know what? We missed some fights together this weekend. Those were fantastic, right? But there was another fight that happened this weekend that wasn't on pay-per-view. That wasn't on Peacock. It was actually it was at a dock in Alabama, I think. And I do want to show you this video here. This
Alabama.
Funny thing about this, okay. Now, this is some boat owners dealing with some dock workers. At one point, I think a dock worker got on the intercom and was like, "You don't fuck with the dock workers," you know.
Oh no.
So yeah, this is a play-by-play of what happened here in Montgomery, Alabama, by the riverboat ride as a fight broke out. Start off with this guy. Right now, as it's happening, other people jump in.
Whoa.
Yeah, so now and all these shirtless rednecks. That's what it is. All these lobster rednecks come in.
Literal rednecks.
Yes, literal rednecks. Now, of course, now they're jumping to black men. Well, there's other black men in the area in Alabama, and that doesn't fly. So they all start running to the rescue, and now you got yourself the beginning of an awesome brawl. You see the guy running in the background?
Oh, no.
What you're going to see here in a little bit is you're going to see a dude literally jump in the water and swim across this water to
assist.
Yeah, to help his homeboy out. Which, seriously, that's a good friend.
This legit looks like a Street Fighter map, too. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. See, look at him. Yeah.
What? Yo.
Yeah. He's like, I'm coming. I'm coming.
For my beer.
Yeah.
Save him. Save him. That boy finna hit to help that boy. He could have drowned.
You swim to go to a fight. You got my respect.
Now watch it. Watch. Get up there, young boy. Now he immediately takes his shoes off. Watch him.
Mom, shut up.
Now it's on. Now it's on. And now you got a whole crew.
You got West Side Story style going on.
Yeah!
Flair commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all the hearts. Oh, there you go. And the cops are standing right there.
No, cops don't care anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to jump in either.
Oh, wait for
That
it.
what you get? That what you get? That what you get? Oh, tie ass up.
That looks like a GTA mission.
For real.
She whipping her ass.
You got the NPC walking away style, too.
Oh, he just got knocked in the water. You see that?
Ass.
Replay. See him get knocked in the
We're gonna have to
water.
make this a yearly parade now.
Stop. Check this out.
That fall in the water?
Yeah, watch him get pushed in the water.
Ass up.
Into the propeller.
No, that doesn't happen. Watch.
She
Look
whipping
at
her
it.
ass. She finna put
Just
her
beat him up and then push him in the water.
in the water.
Look, if you get knocked off the stage, you're out of the game.
Exactly. Them's the rules.
Cause y'all were wrong.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
This is men, women. They're all getting into it.
You some. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, man. They went up real confident.
Let's look at this for real quick. I gotta pause this. These two guys are like, "What's up? What's up? You want some?" And then immediately you got a wall. Look at
And
that.
then a wall.
Yeah, you got a wall like 5-6 dudes, and they're just like, "Oh fuck," you know, no
like
shoes
we
on.
were just Game of
We were
Thrones.
just
You
kidding.
some.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then he immediately tried to walk away. And they're like, "No, you're not walking away." Boo!
He jumped in the water.
He jumped in the water. He swam away. They're swimming a black and mild while commentating.
I didn't want to swim away.
Get in their ass. Oh, look at the bras. The bras jumping their ass. Cause y'all were wrong for jumping on that black man like that, baby. What y'all thought was
Here we go. So essentially, that started on Saturday. It's still going on Monday morning. So yeah, it has
Like
not
those
stopped.
wildfires that are 3 days long.
Yeah, it's been a full blown brawl
Still
that we
going.
just watched on the podcast broadcast. You can watch the replay.
It's exhausting to watch that.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm tired.
My faith in
Watching it.
humanity is just dying.
No, you know what? Brawls happen, and they've continued to happen. And
Hi,
so,
Shane.
if anything, the situation, stay focused, please. So, if anything, what it shows is that, there is humanity there, because when somebody was about to get jumped by a bunch of people unfairly, then the other people stepped up to help them out, and it turned into a full blown brawl. So, I mean,
We heard
there's
that from our commentary. That's what you get.
Yeah.
that's what you get. It's what,
Sorry,
that's
man.
what
If you get jumped, I don't swim, so
That's fair enough.
I'll just cheer you on from the other side.
You'll
Yeah.
be filming. filming it.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, we're keeping the conversation going. We got a beef tip coming up right after these words. Keep it right here or join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. Yeah, we're right against the clock there. I want to show you something else too. So this is going viral, and I don't know if you saw this. There's a zoo in China who is
the brawl went all the way there.
Yeah,
jeez.
That one guy that swam across is still.
It's like, who else wants some?
Yeah.
Still whooping ass.
Speak English.
See, there's a main attraction there. It's a bear, and the bear
I heard about this.
actually stands up and waves at people, which people love that. But looking at the bear, people are speculating that it's not an actual bear. It's actually a person in a bear suit.
Here we go again.
And here you go right there with the first picture.
That's obviously not a bear.
Right.
Give me a break.
Here's the thing, though. It is a bear.
No.
100% is a bear. And
no.
Yes, and there's another video. I know how weird it looks. And you're looking.
Flab.
I know.
What the hell?
It's a bear with a flat ass, dude. But apparently they make that breed, man. Yeah.
What the hell?
They took away his squat equipment after.
Yeah.
It's a Florida bear.
What the hell, dude?
Let's see. Yeah, but the zoo has went on the record. They have shown plenty of videos that it's a sun bear. But yeah, that it is in fact a legit bear. And the reason why also, they say officials said that the human inside a fuzzy costume would never be able to survive the summer temps soaring more than 100 degrees.
Okay.
Is the bear okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bears.
What about the actual organic being?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they said if it was a person wearing a bear costume, they would be lying down within minutes due to the heat.
Look at him.
Yeah. But yeah, it straight up this looks like a dude in a bear suit, but it's not.
It looks like, remember that Disneyland ride from the 80s? Like that bear family? That looks legitimately like an animatronic.
Yeah, Anthony said,
he's gonna pull out a banjo, you know?
Yeah.
Anthony said the Hank Hill bear. Because he got no ass.
Propane. Toss me some propane.
But ever since there was speculation that this bear was not real, and the zoo had to defend itself, being like, yeah, we promise we're not having our employees dress up as animals. It has become a major attraction. So people from all over China have been going to wave at this bear, and this bear, like a legitimate born circus performer, waves back and everything. That video, just Google China bear.
I think the bear just put out a tweet too. It just said,
Yeah.
I'm real.
Stop pointing and laughing at my lack of ass.
Ever since that story about that guy that dressed as the collie, that Japanese dude that went unnamed, that just bought all that collie costuming.
Yeah.
We're probably all like suspicious now.
Yeah.
Of every animal we see.
And rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Absolutely.
Creepy.
I mean, I went to San Diego Zoo recently, and they, of course, have tons of animals there, and they're, a sanctuary for animals. But some of the animals, the way they looked at me, looked too human-like. I didn't trust them. I didn't trust them at all. I gave them a little side eye. But,
yeah, fake news, fake bears.
Right? Everything's fake.
I mean, they could have been AI bears. Who knows? Who knows? All right, so we're getting to a beef tip here in a moment, but there was something else I wanted to show you. You ever hear the saying that's impossible to sneeze with your eyes open?
Yeah, I've heard. I think I've tried.
Have you heard that?
Make your eyes explode or something, right? Pop out of your head.
Well, oh my God, it's true. It does explode.
Yeah. Well, that's not true. That's a myth. And actually, there was a woman who mastered the eyes open sneezing phenomena or thing. Yeah. And it looks very weird when she does it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I got to show you that.
New fetish unlocked.
Right. Exactly. Here she goes. This is hers. She's enjoying herself. Ready? Trying to sneeze with her eyes open. Here we go.
So stupid. It's kind of creepy.
She did it though.
Yeah,
she did it. I want to see you try that. I mean, I really want to see you try that.
I'm more concerned about the noise.
Yeah, well, that's the noise you make when you keep your eyes open. So keep that in mind.
A bear in a human suit?
Yeah, so maybe we close our eyes for a reason.
So it turns out sneezing is not an inherent thing that we do. The way that you sneeze, you learn from other people, which is why people sneeze in all these different ways, even across cultures.
Really?
Yeah, true story.
Oh, that's why. I mean, I learned.
That's why some people call, I'm your hypnotist.
Well,
start bringing that back.
That is funny. I mean, Max just told told us this little fun fact that we learn how to sneeze or sneezing habits based off people around us. It's not something we're born with, which is crazy because it makes sense. My family actually grew up next to a train track, and that's why when I sneeze, I go, achoo-choo. All right, I'm sorry. I know. I don't know what's up with me, but I've been telling a lot of dad jokes.
Hey guys,
lately.
I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Good meeting you, Max. Take care, man.
It was nice meeting you for one time only there, Max. But I like to thank everyone for tuning into the show, and all apologies for any dad jokes you may have heard on this show. And I promise you not to give you any dad jokes tomorrow after 8 o'clock. All right. So with that said, we do have to wrap things up, and I do have a quick beef tip. The beef tip is a study found a simple trick to help you stop biting your nails. Now, I don't have time to go through all these different little simple tricks. I just say start scratching your ass. The more you scratch your ass, the less likely you're going to bite your nails.
Speak for yourself.
What?
Nothing.
I mean, if you do that, just disgusting. So, just imagine your nails have been scratching ass, and that would prevent you from biting your nails. I'm just going to go on a limb and say that's a simple trick. You do that, you should be fine.
Thanks.
All right. You're welcome. All right. Max, again, thank you for coming in. And I like to end up with a dad joke and a terrible joke just to send you on your way.
Yeah.
TucsonFoodie.com for that interactive guide. Valdez, you're the man. Rico, good job. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have Ricky Rackman in studio and Weirdo. And we'll continue to give away tickets for Incubus. Till then, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later.
When you
somebody's calling. See how bad Rock 1 2 by 1. Who's this? Daniel, what's up, dude? Why are we looking at Max's dong right now?
He's on dong cam. Yeah, Shane.
Yeah, Daniel, go for it. I saw the outline, Max, and good for you, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate
Good work. Have fun at the TSA, dude.
Yeah, have fun at the TSA. All right, Daniel, sorry. Keep. What are we going to ask real quick before we got?
Hey, so that Ricky Rackman thing tomorrow?
Yeah.
I hear you guys saying it's at 191 Tool. On my tickets, it says the Rialto.
Yeah, it was it was initially the Rialto, but they changed it to 191 Tool.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Well, my tickets that say Rialto will still be good?
Yep, they'll still be good.
All right, thank you.
No problem, Daniel. All right, that was worth having the podcast extend. But yeah, Max, thanks for getting me kicked off of YouTube and immediately sent to RedTube. Yes.
Anybody wear pants at that show?
Now I know why you got that promotion, huh? Thank you guys.